Previously on the fall of ZAROS.
Oh, factionalism. Like you were accused of 20 years ago. Tell me, how did it feel to be purged? How did everything that went down in that Politburo feel to you?
Prisoner 51 has made it to the safe house, and he's collaborating. He fully understands our protection of him is contingent on his collaboration with our plans.
Let the prisoner escape to Hallowvale. The whole Empire's population will know the so-called messenger of truth has been covering it up this whole time.
Hey Aves, I've got a message for you. It's from ZAROS.
Thanks, Anablanc.
My dearest Minister, I have grave news. You will be required to make a revelation that will be extremely uncomfortable.
Members of the media, the Ministry of Information has received word that a very important prisoner has escaped from our fortress Kharid-Et, and then made his way to the kingdom of Hallowvale. Our government has requested his extradition, however, the authorities of that country are not complying. Now, I will take questions.
Yes, Your Honor. How long did you know about this? Does this suggest your department and/or the Ministry of State Security has been involved in a cover-up?
No. The word my department received was that Hallowvale's agents snuck in and freed him so fast we had no knowledge until he was gone. Or perhaps the State Security Ministry covered it up. It's their job to keep prisoners contained, after all.
Excuse me, Minister, what are you insinuating? Might I remind you that you were a traitor for all ages 20 years ago? The only party we are sure of the responsibility of is the Kingdom of Hallowvale. Maybe we should declare war. She shifted the blame onto our department. What will you do now, Sliske?
Remember the gift I have for her?
What was that? Were you having flashbacks?
Don't worry about it.
I have a right to worry about you, Aves. You're not the same person I went to university with.
Well then, Anna, I've got a lot to tell you.
No, everything is going wrong. The last thing we want is a war with Hallowvale. Our rise to power hinges on the population being bored with an empire at the limits of its growth. If we were to go to war, it would rally the population around ZAROS again, and his popularity would rebound, especially if we get to annex more territory. It's ZAROS.
Oh, shit.
General Zamorak, ready all of our forces to invade Hallowvale.
Your Majesty, I don't think our armed forces are in shape to wage war.
What? You're telling telling me the army I inspected at our parade 2 days ago is not ready to wage war? Why is that? Were the weapons wooden replicas? Are you lying to me, General?
Your Majesty, I am just providing my own judgment. Hallowvale is our strongest enemy. You've forgotten what war is like. When was the last time you led troops into battle? And I'm disgusted you would say that about me. Would I lie after having served you for 2,000 years?
You're right. I'm sorry I doubted you, General.
I pray that will hold him off long enough.
For everyone's sake, I hope you are right.
Sliske, show me your wiretaps of General Zamorak.
We call this special Politburo meeting today to discuss the counter-revolutionary factional acts of Theodoricus.
This vile human scum is accused of abusing his government post to form his own political faction in a bid to overthrow Lord Zaros and become leader himself.
All right, Miss Averitas. As a family member of the criminal, you are to suffer the same punishment as him, unless you publicly denounce him. Will you accept this offer?
I am a messenger of truth. Veritas is in my name. My partner Theo is accused of very serious crimes, and if he is guilty, punishment must be dealt. But I personally have witnessed no instances of him committing these crimes, and I pray that Lord Zaros will see his innocence and exonerate it.
Has the Politburo reached a verdict?
Yes, Your Honor. You two are traitors to the nation for all ages. Your crimes make you worse than a dog. The Politburo hereby sentences both of you and your entire family to life in prison.
No matter how bad your life may seem, never lose hope. Even though we are here for the remainder of our time on this earth, eventually, Zaros will forgive us.
You speak the truth, miss.
I've never seen anything like it. She's gotten even some of our most dangerous prisoners to become loyal Zarosians. It's like rehabilitation on a whole new level.
She's very adept at influencing people, it appears.
I recommend her release, Sliske. She could be very useful.
I was thinking the same, Livia. Just don't tell her I was the one that freed her.
I, Averitas Itticus, do solemnly swear to faithfully execute my duties as Imperial Minister of Information. So help me, Zaros.
Congratulations, Madam Minister. Your new office, madam. I hope you find it to your liking.
I love it. By the way, Azzy, if I may ask, where were Theo and both of our families taken? Will they be set free too?
Oh, I'm sorry, but I do not recommend you pursue this query any further. If you do, you will only find pain.
You don't know fear until you're purged. I've always been made to hold stuff back, but today was the first time I ever had to lie. I hate it. I always wanted to keep the Veritas in my name.
That's okay. You were dealing with trauma, so it was justified.
No. Lying is never justifiable. It's just that I can't bring myself to face the truth. I hope I can eventually.
You shouldn't. And if you want to keep the Veritas in your name, you can't do it while working for this government.
What does it signify when the most valuable POW escapes? Hallowvale must be behind it.
Excuse me, General.
Just hear me out. I could use some favorable coverage of the war. That is the only way we can win.
Why?
The existence of those Seradominist whores in Hallowvale sicken me. Don't you wish it would end?
Looks like I owe General Zamorak an apology. Thank you for clearing this up, Sliske.
The pleasure is mine, my lord.
You edited those clips, didn't you?
Why, yes, of course.
You've been wanting Zamorak out of power for centuries, and then when you finally get the opportunity to take him down, you don't. What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, my dear. Just remember that the end always justifies the mean. Anyway, I have another task for you.
It's from my master. Read it if you dare.
Come to my office, dear. I promise you will love what you see.